It's time.
Oh, sorry. I'll just... Is that okay?
That's great.
We're going in.
Oh, they are strong. They are stronger than me.
I'm coming. I got distracted by shiny things.
Ah!
Oh, so many.
The witch! No!
Ooh, what's that? Gimme.
Victory.
Nailed it.
Hey!
Our new Minecraft story starts when a soon-to-be villain is pushed aside by his clan of illagers. That's villagers without the V.
It was a time of great adventure.
When this lone illager stumbles upon the Orb of Dominance, he is granted power beyond his wildest dreams. But of course, he wields that power evilly, so it's up to you to stop the arch-illager and put an end to his reign of terror. Aside from all the whimsical storytelling, this is your basic dungeon crawling affair. And if you're a little confused as to what a dungeon crawler is, let me just explain to you what it means in Minecraft Dungeons. The game is split up into 10 levels, or dungeons. Each is a labyrinth of mobs and secrets to uncover, as well as a constant stream of loot to pick up. You'll be cutting down all manner of Minecraft foe, from skeletons and zombies to the ever-irritating creeper. Creeper!
Oh, no!
You can switch between a melee weapon and ranged attack on the fly, as well as make use of a variety of wacky artifact items, from firework arrows to a bone that summons a puppy pal. It's always an exhilarating rush seeing that final glowing door as you limp away from the battle that just took place. But before you dive back in, you might want to see what loot you've brought back home. Yes, loot. Glorious loot.
Ooh, money. Ooh, oh,
Better bow!
Whether cutting down a mob or opening a chest, each piece you receive is entirely randomized. So you could get a rubbish piece of armor in the hardest of levels. Or in my case, a diamond pickaxe in my second level. Both weapons and armor can be enchanted with a power buff too, adding flaming arrows to your crossbow or an extra strike of a sword. Whilst most dungeon crawlers will have individual classes to choose from, here you can rearrange your loadout as many times as you want, allowing you to swap between being a warrior, berserker, or scout at the click of a button. There's a lot of gear management to be done here to really perfect your playstyle, but it never feels overly complex or intimidating. But what's the point of fast bows and sharp swords if there's no villains to defeat? And Minecraft Dungeons actually introduces some new tricky terrors too. You've still got the usual suspects, with the Endermen still being just the worst. But there's also the new big bad redstone golem, plus a plethora of illager classes to break you down. Worst of all being the evoker, who'll spawn a bunch of fang traps and send some demon pixies after you. Mojang Studios never failed to find some new level of terror to introduce, and this game is no different. Once you finish the main campaign, there's 2 additional tiers of difficulty to unlock for each level. The harder the level, the better the loot. But be warned, if you dive into a dungeon that requires a drastically higher power level than you have, you, my friend, are going to have a bad time. So if you've really gotten stuck, maybe it's time to enlist a friend, because this is not a purely solo experience. In fact, it's often better to play with a friend. So Rad, I'm gonna bring you into the game and into the review.
Hi!
Hey Rad, so what was it like to play Minecraft Dungeons alongside such a pro?
Oh, well, Will, it was an absolute honor carrying you through each and every single level.
Wait, what?
Probably due to the familiarity of the world of Minecraft, I found myself almost instantly enjoying the poppy and fast-paced thrill of combat. Plus, it looks so good. Surely Minecraft should just look this good all the time. And of course, it's always a playful experience jumping into an online game with friends.
Playful is certainly a choice word. The bombardment of enemies and explosion of colour definitely resulted in some tense and also loud moments.
It is fun. That was actually fun.
Oh, they're back again. Oh, there was something.
Spiders!
Oh my goodness, that's too much too fast.
What are you doing?
Oh, get out.
I'm leaving you all behind.
Though I will say, I would have enjoyed a bit more depth and focus on team play. The gameplay doesn't change all that much with additional players. The goal is still to just knock everything down until you reach the door. It never really seems like you're specifically acting as a team, as there's no combo abilities or ways to chain attacks.
No one let me get hit. This key's really temperamental.
I feel like not getting hit is your business.
Unfortunately, the loot system in co-op will also drive a bit of a wedge between your crew. With a constant flurry of loot dropping on screen, the game will reserve a piece for each player. Meaning, I can't pick up Will's loot and he can't pick up mine. Which is fine until Will gets like 6 legendary bows and I'm stuck with my low-level wolf armor. And to make matters worse, there doesn't seem to be a way to trade loot between players. So, more often than not, someone is going to seem a little overpowered.
Need another one.
It feels like it goes against a lot of what Minecraft is all about.
You just get gems.
We're supposed to be in this together, right?
Absolutely. I mean, how are we supposed to take down this pesky arch-illager if one of us is still stuck swinging a wooden pickaxe?
Yeah, and I get that it's probably to stop high-level players giving low-level players a bunch of really powerful gear. But there are other ways to deal with those problems, like having level requirements on gear, for example.
Well, on the topic of loot, there's something quite adorable added to Minecraft Dungeons. Certain pieces of loot come with a little friend, like the cave crawler armor and its pet bat, or this bundle of wheat that'll summon a llama. So you, along with your teammates, can assemble a band of merry mobs. Running into battle with a team of critters is such a fun addition.
Another fun addition is the nighttime mode. When one of your teammates gets knocked down, everything gets darker and the mob count increases. So whilst you're trying to revive your friend, you're also getting ambushed by all manner of baddies.
Help, Rat.
I'm coming, guys. Oh, I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
don't.
Nope.
Oh, nighttime is not fun. Ah!
It's a cool way to bring in one of Minecraft's staple terrors, nighttime. And it gives you more to do.
And if there's one thing this game needs, it's more to do. I mean, Rad, what do you think of when I say Minecraft?
The way the map stretches endlessly with lots of secrets to uncover and all the adorable mobs, and of course, tending to my crops.
Exactly, mining and crafting, and weirdly, they're not here in Minecraft Dungeons. Despite setting a level in a literal mineshaft, at no point do you actually get to dig into a wall. Plus, the crafting table found in the hub world is completely useless. Just give me some blocks to mine in each level or trees to cut down, with the loot earned going towards craftable items. It just feels like a major component of Minecraft that's not being used here.
Oh, imagine if you could take a basic pickaxe and break it down, get a bunch of materials, and then use them to craft a better weapon. That would be really cool. It just feels like they missed out on some potential depth here. Each dungeon is still a joy to battle your way through, and juggling your weapons and power-ups is certainly a bit of fun. But this just feels like the baseline of what a dungeon crawler could be. So I'm giving Minecraft Dungeons 3 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, I really can't see myself coming back to this just for the harder difficulties. But my first run through was such a grand old time, and just like normal Minecraft, I'm sure there'll be a string of updates adding some pretty cool things. So I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.